Hi there, this is Steve with stevesdailytarot.com. My intention with these readings, as always, is to just kind of get a feel for the energy surrounding the cards at this point in time. With so many of you out there, some of the information will go right where it belongs. You'll really enjoy it. This is just for you. And for some of you, you'll wonder why I'm bothering. Take what you can use on any given day. Ignore the rest of it. Come back tomorrow, see what we have to say then. If you enjoy these readings, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos. Today is Tuesday, August the 9th, 2022, and the card I have drawn is the King of Swords. Now, I think of the King of Swords along with the Emperor as, quote, the man, close quote. They are the arbitrators of the societal norms that are set in place to show us where we belong, quote marks around where we belong. What we see in this is the Everyday Witch Tarot. What we see in this card is a man standing with his boots firmly planted on the floor. The sword is in his right hand, and his left hand and the sword are pointing to a passage in a book. I just know this passage has to be a rule, a law, a maxim. He has a library. He's standing, look around him. He's in a library filled with books. And those books are full of rules and laws and things. He's logical, he's literate, he's educated, and he tolerates no interference or questioning of his guidance, quote marks. His is the old, stagnant, and very firmly held view of the world and everything in it. You know, when we arrive in this world as children, we are indoctrinated into the views and beliefs that our parents, teachers, and friends hold. We really do not have a choice in the matter, since this is how we've been spoon-fed from birth. These are the things that we believe. These attitudes and ideas, many of which have absolutely no basis in fact, are what we grow up with. And we accept them without any serious questioning. Because, well, that's just the way it is. As we get older, we'll even fight for these beliefs. Obviously, we've gotten older, but not wiser. When this card shows up in a reading, it's a sign for us to take a very close-up and personal look at our own closely held ideas and attitudes, our own belief system. A lot of these ideas and attitudes could be changed, and most likely should be changed, before the tower comes along and forces a major change that we're not ready for. Most people are afraid of what they do not understand. That's normal and understandable. Most people are afraid of what they don't understand. They become very resistant to changing a belief that they have held for a prolonged period of time. Well, it's always been that way, folks. In this context, the King of Swords represents the security and safety of the status quo. So if you're a person who loves the status quo, this card is telling you, okay, you're doing the right thing. If you're not involved in the status quo particularly, what part of you is stuck in the past beliefs that are no longer relevant? That's what I see when I see this card. Are you seeing people that are in some ways different from you through the antique lens of worn-out habits and tired old attitudes? Are you seeing people that way? What, quote, set in stone, close quotes, attitude do you see in the world today that you'd like to see changed or at least updated? A lot of them. Yep, me too. I'm working on this one. In a reading, for me, the King of Swords represents a person, a club, an institution, or just a group of friends that have ideas that are keeping you trapped in the past. Sometimes even decades in the past. If it's a person, rather than a group or a club or an institution, they'll try to keep you at a distance and never get real with you. They'll try to help you on this journey, but they'll only help within their own strict ideas of right and wrong. They may have an attitude of no compassion, which naturally enough kills any real personal connection. They're just here to do what they're supposed to do, and they leave you alone otherwise. This attitude is, of course, triggered by a fear response. They know that on some level, their ideas are outmoded. They know that their ideas are no longer relevant, but they absolutely refuse to even think about changing. Much better the tried and true than the new and maybe risky. Not. The key here is to trust your gut and keep moving forward. Thank you for watching. If any of this information was helpful, please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Leave me a comment if you want to. I always enjoy hearing from you. Thank you, and namaste.